っているか教えてください。
You're in the starting lineup today. When were you told that you were in the starting lineup for today's game, and what's your thoughts and feelings on that?
I got told last night that I was in the starting lineup tonight. Once I signed my contract with the Dodgers and I saw that Shota was going to start tonight, I figured that I was going to be in the lineup. But once it got confirmed last night, I got pretty excited because I know it's going to be a really electric crowd and a really good atmosphere. I got to play here in 2018 in the All-Star Series, but I know this is going to be a little more extra than it was then because of the 5 Japanese players are going to be active this series. So really looking forward to these next 2 games.
昨晩スタメンに出ると聞きました。ドジャースと対して、日本で開幕するっていうことが決まったときに、今永投手と対戦するだろうとは思ってましたので、スタメンには出る確率が高くなるとは思ってました。で実は2018年、MLB オールスターゲームの時に東京ドームで実はプレーしてすごくいい経験をしたんですけども、今回の開幕戦っていうのはすごくエキサイティングな楽しい雰囲気になると思うので、個人的にはすごく楽しみにしています。
Other questions in Japanese for Miguel? Yes, follow up.
あとロハス選手にもお聞きしたいんですけども、スプリングトレーニングでベッツ選手とショートの守備を一緒に取り組んでいる様子がありました。そのベッツ選手に代わってショートでスタメン開幕を迎えることについてどんな試合をしたいか、どんなプレーをしたいか教えてほしいです。
What is your expectation on how you're going to play today? What is something that you want to be able to do in today's game?
Yeah, it's been kind of like this for the last couple of years. When I got acquired by the Dodgers in 2023, I was supposed to be the utility guy, and I just want to be the best at my role, which is give them the security of having a shortstop first in the club. That can help in any capacity to play different positions, but I'm a shortstop. I always said it. I need to prepare myself to play 162 games at short so I can be at my best. And this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna lock it down for the team while Mookie's resting and getting better from the illness. And hopefully we can get him back when we have the opening day in LA.
2023年も実はユーティリティ選手として開幕を迎えると言われましたけども、怪我とかのことで実はスタメンになって、スタメンショートで出たんですけども、今年もそういう同じ形で出るっていうのも、もちろん個人的にはもうショートとして自分の中では考えてますので、万全な状態でしっかりと準備をするっていうのは毎年心がけていることで、もちろんムキベッツ選手が今体調が良くなく、なるべく早く復帰してもらいたいという気持ちはありますけども、今ある意味カバーするという形になりますが、今日は頑張ってショートとして活躍したいと思います。
Other questions in Japanese? We'll go to the left.
よろしくお願いします。ここまで東京ドームでエキシビションゲームを2試合やって、日本のファンの印象と、東京ドームの、印象をそれぞれ教えていただきたいです。お二人に。
I love it. I think it's great how it's pitch silent while the home team is pitching, and then it's just like a party when they're hitting. That's my kind of party.
素晴らしい雰囲気ですと。バッティングのピッチングの時はすごい静かで、バッティングの時はもうパーティーかのような雰囲気っていうのは僕は個人的には個人的に好きなパーティーです。
We all understand the tradition and the history in Tokyo Dome. I grew up watching some international play in Venezuela, and it's a dream kind of come through playing this ballpark, and I'll take it all in because it's a one in a life experience, and I'm pretty proud to represent my team and my family and Venezuelan country, because I know there were a lot of Venezuelan players before me to play in this ballpark and to do amazing things like Alex Cabrera and Alex Ramirez.
東京ドームですごく歴史がある伝統のある球場っていうのはよく知っていることで、ベネズエラ人として、ここでプレーできるっていうのはすごく光栄なことで、過去にもそのアレックス・カブレラ
アレックス・ラミレス
それとラミレス選手がここでプレーしたっていうのはご存知なので、そのベネズエラの国を代表して今日東京ドームでプレーできるっていうのは僕にとってはすごいエキサイティングなことです。
One more in Japanese. We'll go right here.
お疲れ様です。サンケイスポーツの横山と申します。お二人にお伺いしたいんですけども、先日夕食会があったと思うんですけども、そこでどういう雰囲気でどんな会だったかっていうのと、大谷選手や山本由伸選手、佐々木朗希選手が何かチームメイトにご挨拶だったり話す機会があったのかっていうのをお伺いしたいです。
Just wanted to ask about how the team dinner was the other day, just the environment, the atmosphere, as well as if any of the three Japanese players said anything to the team.
It was amazing. We really appreciate the effort that all the three of the guys and plus the members of the staff that they were there. Will was part of that, and we really appreciate of the opportunity to taste a little bit of the not just the food but the culture of Japan. And it was an amazing experience. We had a great time, and they don't have to say much. They did it with actions, which is the most important part.
素晴らしい経験でしたと。日本人3人の選手は別に何かを言ったことではないですけども、やっぱ行動でこういう示してくれたっていう仕草という行動がすごく心に響いて、もちろん全選手、通訳の方もいましたので、すごくいい雰囲気で素晴らしいお時間を過ごせました。
The food was amazing. I think it probably was the best meal that I've had since we got to Japan. As far as them speaking, they didn't say much. Will felt like the narrator of a movie. He kept explaining every dish and everything that was going on, and it allowed us to bond as a team. Earlier, like at an early stage in the season, that if we weren't here with Sho, Roki, and Yoshi, we probably wouldn't have that opportunity to share those couple hours as teammates and start building that camaraderie. So definitely a great experience and something that's going to pay off in the long run for us.
まずはもう食べ物が日本に来てから一番美味しい食べ物を食べる機会が食べれました。で、チームのそういう輪をすごく深める大切なお時間だったと思うので、そういう時間をこの日本で過ごせたっていうのはすごく大きかったですし、通訳のウィルさんもこういう食事中なんかナレーターみたいな MC みたいなお仕事もしてたので素晴らしい雰囲気でした。
Take a last question in Japanese, standing behind the cameras.
キケ選手に伺いたいんですけど、日本代表のサッカーのユニフォーム着てると思うんですけども、どういうふうに入手したとか、名前がヘルナンデスって入ってると思うんですけど、その辺のどういうふうにゲットして気に入ってるかとかお伺いしたいです。
So I was interested in the uniform, the soccer uniform that you have. How did you get it, find it, purchase it, and your name obviously is in the back. If you could tell us a little bit about it.
I tried out for the Japanese soccer team and I made the team.
サッカー代表のチームにトライアウトを受けて見事に受かりました。
Just kidding.
冗談です。
No, I'm with Adidas, and I have a relationship with the player rep in Japan. I met him through Sawamura, who I play with the Red Sox, and we've been in contact for the last couple of years, and we've met in the past, and we came here, and he wanted to give me a couple of gifts, a couple of Adidas Tokyo stuff, and this was a very nice surprise that was inside the bag.
アディダスと契約されてて、アディダスのその担当者をそのボストンの時の沢村投手と知り合う機会があって、その経由で、今回こういういろんなギフトをもらったんですけども、その中にこのようなギフトがあったっていうので。
All right, we'll take questions in English. We'll start with Michael right here.
Kiké, Mike Clare, MLB.com. You got to play against a former teammate when you faced the Giants earlier this week in Kazuma Okamoto, who I believe you played with in the Puerto Rican Winter League. What was it like to play with him back then, and did you get a chance to say anything to each other this week?
It was really cool to see. I got the opportunity to see him as well in 2018, like I mentioned before in the All-Star Series. But to see him, how his career has progressed, it's been pretty cool because we played together when he was like 18, 19 years old, and you could tell he was really talented but very raw. And to see him, to be walking in day one and see him on the wall of the Giants legends, it was pretty cool to see, and consider myself pretty fortunate to cross paths with him. And then I got to say hello from afar. I only got to play 2 innings that game, and he popped out to me. I almost dropped it on purpose to see if he could get on base and I could say hi, but unfortunately we weren't able to speak.
岡本選手とは、18歳、19歳頃の時に一緒にプレーする機会があって、その時からいろいろ岡本選手のプレーを見ることができて、2018年にもまたそういうお会いする機会もあって、で今回こういう機会またこの機会を得て、またその相手敵としてもちろん対戦しましたけども、実はそのフライを打った時に少しボールを落とそうかなと思ったぐらい、やっぱそのフィールドでご挨拶したかったので、そうやってわざとエラーをして出塁させて、ご挨拶するっていう機会を作ろうとしましたけども、やっぱすごく印象に残ったのが、先ほどこちらでその壁の方にその岡本選手が巨人のレジェンドと並んでるっていうところを見れたっていうのが僕にとっては何か縁があるのかなとは思いました。
Go to Stephen up front.
Stephen Way with AP. Do you guys, as Latin Americans, see any similarity between the passion for baseball here and what you see in Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Mexico?
Yeah, it's definitely close. The way that Japanese culture and fans live baseball is pretty close to the atmosphere that you feel in Winnable. Definitely different because the culture itself is different. But I think when they come to the ballpark, they enjoy the game a little bit different than United States for sure. So yeah, this is the closest thing that you will find from Latin America winter ball play or the WBC. I never play on it, but I've been on the crowds, and it's pretty similar. The emotions and the way that they live the game.
ラテンのその応援の仕方、特にウィンターボールで経験されている応援の仕方と、その日本のここでの応援の仕方っていうのは、多少違いはありますけども、その熱意という面ではすごく似ているところがあるのかなと思います。アメリカとは全然違いますねと。
Yeah, I agree with everything Miggy said. When it comes to just culture as it is, I believe that the Latin culture and the Japanese culture can't be more far apart from each other. But when it comes to the passion and the way that fans enjoy the game, like you said, it's the closest thing to it. That's kind of why I said that, earlier in the question that I answered earlier, that's kind of like my counterparty, because it reminds me so much of, how it is in Latin America, and especially in WBC, which, in my opinion, I played in 4 World Series, and the WBC is up there with the World Series, if not even more special when it comes to like the energy of the crowd and things like that.
ラテンの文化と日本の文化は結構違う要素がいっぱいありますけども、そういうファンの熱意とか応援の仕方っていう面ではすごく似ている部分があるとは思う WBC でプレーしましたし、ワールドシリーズも4回、プレーした中で、そのすごく似ているような雰囲気を感じています。
Try to do two last ones before Dave arrives. Kirsten on your left, guys.
Just on Andy Pajes, just seeing how far he's come this past year, to see him on the opening day roster, starting in center field. Just can you guys talk about just kind of the development and growth that you've really been seeing from a young player like him?
Yeah, Andy have been kind of answering the bell every time he's been with the team the last couple of years. I think starting in spring training last year when he made a really good impression, but he didn't stop there. He continued to grow with the help of the coaches, and Oscar Hernández has been great for him and a huge part of his career. And I think he's going to take advantage of not just this opportunity, but the opportunity to be in a winning team. Especially what he did last year during the NLCS against the Mets. It was pretty impressive, and now I'm pretty sure he got the confidence to be with the club the whole year, and he deserves every opportunity that he's been getting.
パン選手の成長っていうのはもう実は去年のスプリングトレーニングから始まってて、スプリングトレーニングは素晴らしい結果を残して、いい印象を与えた。でもちろんシーズン通して成績を残して、ナショナルリーグチャンピオンシップシリーズで大活躍したっていうのをすごく見れてすごく嬉しい部分もありますし、僕たちだけではなくヘルナンデス選手やコーチの指導もあり大きく成長したので、今年そういう経験を踏まえて今年のシーズンに準備をしたっていうのはすごくいいことなのかなと思う。
And we'll finish up with Jack and standing by the camera.
Are you guys expecting or hoping you get the home team treatment tonight, where it's quiet when you're pitching and then loud when you guys are hitting?
I hope it's loud for 9 innings. I enjoy the silence of when they were pitching, but I enjoyed it the most when Shohei was hitting, because every time he swung, it was like, oh. But I really hope that it's just electric for 9 innings.
今日の試合の雰囲気は、9回、もう1回から9回まですごく歓声がいっぱいある雰囲気でプレーしたいですと。でもちろんそのピッチングの時は静かっていうのはご存知ですけども、大谷選手が打席に回って、スイングするたびにその歓声が出てくるっていうのはなんかすごく印象に残ったので、それが今日もう1回から9回までファンのその反応がそうであるのが楽しみです。
Not sure if Dave is waiting, but we'll finish up in the first row.
Kiké, you almost have to open the season twice, once here and then again in the States. How's the experience from Seoul last year helping you sort of navigate all this? And then does it ever catch up to you at any point in the season?
I don't think so. I do think that last year's experience will help a lot. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with anything off the field this time. But that week, those couple of days that we get back home are definitely tough. Readjusting to the clock, and then our bodies kind of take a hit just from the 2 flights playing here, the 4 games on turf, and then just readjusting to the time zone and all those things. But I would say the only thing that's kind of weird about it is just going back home and playing 3 games that don't count after playing 2 games that count. But I believe that week that we get helps us, just kind of get the much needed rest that we're going to need after these two games.
去年韓国で開幕を迎えて、またアメリカで開幕を迎えるっていうそういう奇妙な経験を去年はしましたので、そういう意味では今年はどういう経験、どういう体の反応が起きるのかっていうのは想像できると。もちろん実際こうやって一度開幕して去年ちょっと調整しづらかったのはまた戻ってアメリカに戻ってで実際また意味がないというのもあれですけども、スプリングトレーニングの試合を3試合してまた開幕を迎える。 それプラスやっぱり時差ボケっていうのがすごく個人的には違和感を感じてました。今回はフィールド外で何も問題が起きらないよう願ってますし、そういう意味では今年の方がスムーズにそういう調整できるのかなと思います。で、今回は人工芝でプレーして、またアメリカに戻って天然芝でプレーするっていう要素もやっぱありますので、そこも気をつけながらプレーしたいと思います。
All right, Miguel, Kiké, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
ありがとうございます。